Hey everyone, and welcome to another speed paint. I know it has been a very long while since I've done one of these, but you know, life. Sorry if I sound a little nasally, I'm still a little sick. But hey, what's up? How's it hanging? There's just there's kind of an excuse for my absence, but at the same time not, so still, again, I'm sorry that I've been gone for so long, but yeah, here is a speed paint about, or rather a reference that I drew for Zebra Jasper, and a lot of people have been asking for a reference for Zebra Jasper. This was just sort of in the order that I was gonna do it in anyway. I mentioned in my previous video that I was gonna do them by like gem height, like their actual like gemstones and not like their physical thingies, but I kind of screwed that order up when I did a live stream for Galkite and drawing his reference. I could just like wait until I get to him again, like in the order, and then upload it then, but honestly, who's got time for that? I'll just upload it like soon or whatever. But yeah, Zebra Jasper is one of my earlier Gemsonas. I think the first like proper ones that I ever had were Brewkite and Ponskinite, and then Zebra Jasper I actually made to be kind of my Sona, but I ended up drawing like the original picture like too tall and like too buff, I suppose. So I was like, well, I'll just make Zebra Jasper a proper OC. Like if you look in the previous, or I don't know if it shows in this video, but if you look at the previous reference, she's not as busty. She got no boob. She's very tall. She looks nothing like me. So I kind of revamped her and I started using her for like kind of as like just like an OC that I use, not to represent myself, but to represent Fusion Friday and stuff, you know, kind of this host gem thingy. I know Zebra Jasper isn't in the typical sort of cut as a usual Jasper. I did not think of this detail when I was drawing Zebra, because the only reason why I really chose this gem because it fit into my whole black and white theme I got going on with like the fox thing or whatever, and I was like, oh well, this works. So over the year two, I don't know how long I've had Zebra, it's probably a while. Over the course of however long I've had Zebra, I've tried to progressively make her like a little more bigger and buffer and stuff like that, but I like to think of Jasper as a fancy Jasper, not in terms of like she just came out really good. I'm saying like generally Zebra Jaspers are fancier Jaspers. I wouldn't go as far to call them something like above an A-gate, but I do think they are kind of high ranking, because my Zebra Jasper, at least, she's very she holds this authority. She kind of has this attitude of like, I'm so much better than most of you, and she can because she knows it's true. A lot of her personality is a little bit hidden for the most part. That's because I want to try and like convey that through some sort of a story through like the host videos that I do, which I need to like update, but where are those? Yeah, I really love Zebra Jasper. She is one of my favorites and one of the many failed attempts at a Sona. I think there are 3, or 4 if you count Svalerite, but I might just scrap Svalerite. But anyway, there's like 3 Gemsonas that you will see throughout the course of this, that is me failing at making a Gemsona to represent myself. So Zebra's the first. No, Brewkite, he was the first. Brewkite's the first, then Zebra, and then Arcanine. And as you can see, all of them have turned into Gemsonas. Zebra Jasper is currently my only homeworld gem. There are gems that I have which have were kind of like transitioned during the war to the rebellion side, but for now at least, without going too much into detail, Zebra Jasper is my only homeworld gem. Also, you can see here I made like a really dumb mistake. I forget what I did, but it was dumb. I'm just like looking back at it now and I'm like, oh, jeez. Actually, I recorded this and drew this, I don't know if I mentioned before, but I drew this a while ago, and I just, listen, I've done this audio recording. This is like, my 7th time. Not in a row, but I don't know. I've had quite a lot of trouble trying to record this goddamn speed paint, and I don't know why. But, you know, anyway, going back to the drawing, as some of you might notice, Zebra Jasper on her ref only has just the one form and stuff, although she does have a reform, and depending on when this goes out, you might see it in a animation meme that I'm doing that was supposed to go up on Valentine's Day, but change of plan, you know, stuff, life, kill me. Yeah, as I mentioned before, she's the only homeworld gem, so she doesn't really have a reform like the others kind of do. So I thought I'd just stick with this, and at the time, I didn't have Zebra's reform, like still homeworld reform. I don't know how gems work when they reform on homeworld, if it's just like the same uniform, but I took the liberty and I was like, hell yeah. Yeah, I really enjoyed drawing this, and I'm so glad I finally have like a proper reference for Zebra Jasper. As ironically, Zebra Jasper's corrupted form is not a zebra, and that was because, like I said before, I changed it. So like I made that Jasper to be for myself, but that changed over time. So also, Zebra has white streaks in her hair, but I changed that because, one, it was very annoying to try and like incorporate when I was drawing her, and two, it was so hard to animate. I might like bring them back, but god, it's so annoying to animate those goddamn dumbass strands. Oh my god. Ugh. Moving on to the weapons. Her previous weapon was a, because I intended for Jasper to be more of like a architecture gem, like a person that builds and makes stuff. But now I'm thinking she might just be like a commander thingy, maybe for like structures and stuff, and you know, stuff like that. And she had this mask, which, you know, resembled the whole kind of fox theme I was going for again. You can hear my voice coming out. But yeah, I changed that. I think I was talking about this with a friend. But her weapon now are these two, like she can dual wield these two, I do believe they're short swords or long swords, I forget, I really do. It's probably somewhere on her like finished ref. These two short swords, one black and one white, that she can like pull out and stuff, and after a decent amount of charge, they can then merge into this giant, I do believe it was an Italian longsword. I think it's kind of ironic that her weapon is fusion and she's part of Homeworld, and it's fusion of two different gems, technically. I really do love her weapon though, and I love the concept of it. I just think it's pretty nifty, it's pretty cool. As as far as like superpowers go, like special abilities, like you know how Sapphire has future vision, and I guess she doesn't really have a weapon, does she? Besides, like, she's more ability based than she is weaponry based, unlike, let's say, Amethyst, who doesn't have like too many supernatural magical abilities, but does have like a killer weapon, some and strength and stuff. Kind of like the same deal here. Jasper would be more of a weapons master rather than someone who utilizes ability. Her strong points are her strength, and she is a great tactician, though I wouldn't call her super smart academically. Like if we were going off like a D&D-esque thing, like her wisdom would be up there, but her intellect would be either average or below average, you know, kind of there. But yeah, I'm not very used to drawing weapons, and I remember drawing these, and it was actually kind of fun, you know. It was fun. I do really like the way they turned out. Animating these swords, let me tell you, this is a pain in the ass as well, and I don't want to ever do it ever again. When designing these, I wasn't going in with the idea of, oh, I'm gonna be animating these, because drawing these in terms of like comic or whatever, I can deal, but animating them takes forever. I don't like it. Anyway, what was I on about again? I'm like lost. I need a nap. Oh yeah, I'm not very used to drawing weapons, and I'm kind of angry at myself. I wish I practiced more weapons and stuff, and I might start doing so, but I don't know, weapons just bore me. I just don't like drawing them. They're just, oh, they're so boring. I mean, they're not boring to look at, don't get me wrong. I think they're really cool. But Jesus Christ. Gosh, I hate drawing them. I don't like to draw them. I just get so bored so quickly, but I know I gotta do it. I remember I once tried drawing a gun, and my friend was like dragging me for it for like 10 years. I bet he's still he gonna be in the comments be like, bro, that looked like a goddamn, I don't even know what it looked like, and I'll be like, shut up, dude, shut up. I love him, but I'm bad at drawing weapons. Anyway, that's the end of the speed paint. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me what you think. The stats and all that fun stuff for Zebra Jasper will be up, I'm assuming, when this video goes up. So, you know, I don't know. Look forward to that. I will see you next time, and bye-bye.